I'm sorry, but it feels like over the past week I've fallen back in love with the rivalry side of the game, with this whole Arsenal thing that's happening, the City game on Sunday, the Newcastle game tonight. It is important for us to stay humble now, says Anthony Gordon after the game. And honestly, why can't every game of football be like this? And you might really dislike a team like Newcastle, and you might really dislike a team like Arsenal or City, for example, for the antics that have happened over the past week. But you got to admit it's box office. I loved what Arsenal did, what Lewis Skelly did at the weekend. I can't lie. I know loads of people have been criticising it. I was a Spurs fan, didn't want to see Arsenal win, but I enjoyed that side of the game and the extra element that gave us. And all the people complaining, I think, are genuinely just boring. This Anthony Gordon stuff, Newcastle tonight, Bruno Guimaraes, Trippier, everybody giving it to Kai Havertz. I love that. And in an ideal world, you all dislike each other. It should be tribal. It should be a little bit toxic. Teams should have a bit of a dislike. I want the Arsenal Liverpool Spurs game tomorrow. I want that game to be spicy, because that's just a side of football that I love, and obviously so many other people love. And I feel like for years we've had City and Liverpool, and look, that's been a great rivalry from a footballing point of view. Pep and Klopp hugging after the game, everybody just being friends. Man United, Man City, etc. I feel like the North London derby has almost been carrying that toxic side of football rivalries for the past couple of years, but seeing a lot more of it brewing, Arsenal City, for example, I, for one, have absolutely loved it. And tonight, once again, it was just so fun to watch.
I think it's important for us to stay humble.
You genuinely have to love football sometimes. How can these Arsenal fans go from stay humble to Man City to Newcastle bumping them 4-0 on aggregate? And the funniest part is Anthony Gordon wasn't involved in this. Why is he saying stay humble?
Some people just never learn, bro. Who invited this guy to the beef plat? Fair play, you've won. But you have to win in the finals, my guy. You have to win in the finals. You're possibly going to face Liverpool. Because I'm pretty sure Spurs are going to find a way to fumble. So I got Liverpool going to the finals. Because you will be reminded of getting involved in the beef. So Anthony Gordon said this: is it important for us to stay humble now? Listen, me, I love the banter. I love it. But I just know it won't end in tears for this spread up, lad. Yeah? We saw what happened Newcastle a few years ago against Man United in the Carabao Cup finals. No, was it a Carabao Cup or FA Cup? I think it was the FA Cup finals, right? No, Carabao Cup final. Yeah, it was the Carabao Cup finals. Yeah, so Newcastle are going to another final in the last 3 years. Make sure you win. You know Arsenal fans, bro. Make sure you win, Pet.
David Raya, stay humble, eh? That is so poor from David Raya. It's a joke. Why would you try and play the ball to Declan Rice? I do not know. And Anthony Gordon has well and truly finished off Arsenal. They are out the Carabao Cup. They're already out the FA Cup. They're not going to win the league. They're not winning the Champions League. Arteta's going trophyless again. Arsenal in their best ever season are going trophyless. Instead of saying Man City to stay humble, I think they need to focus on themselves more. And they need to stay humble themselves.
Well, that was fucking awful. Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0, 4-0 on aggregate. Now, whether or not you care about the Carabao Cup is one thing. Losing 4-0 on aggregate over a two-legged semi-final is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And that performance tonight, off the back of the high of the Man City game, is just so bad. I want to credit Newcastle, right? Because actually, over the course of two legs, they have just rattled us. I don't know what it is. In fact, actually 3 games this season, including the Premier League game. Saliba in particular, they just don't know how to deal with Isak and Gordon. Like, they really don't. And tonight, again, I mean, Saliba was playing like he'd been spiked or something before the game. It was bizarre. And they didn't take this opportunity, but they pretty much took every other opportunity. And we didn't. And across both legs, our finishing was shambolic. Tonight, you knew tonight, the first goal was really important. And when you have this opportunity and you miss it, and within a minute of that, you've conceded at the other end because Saliba's been bullied by Isak, it's not good enough. Like, it really isn't good enough. And I thought really it was only Rice, Miles Lewis-Skelly that could hold their heads high. Calafiori and Nwaneri looked decent when they came on. But other than that, across the board, it was really, really poor. And 2 days after the transfer window closes, Martinelli does his hammy, which was just the most blatantly obvious thing the world could have ever seen. So there you go. Let's get on a flight to Dubai, forget tonight ever happened, and come back in a few days.
Stay humble, really, because what the fuck was that? Serious question. Did anybody actually tell the Arsenal players before tonight's game that they had a 2-goal deficit to overturn? Because that was absolutely embarrassing. Newcastle, a team that have lost their last 2 games at home, by the way, were not stressed for 1 second of that game tonight. They looked like the team who had to overturn a 2-goal deficit. Arsenal were pathetic. I don't know, were they still celebrating their title-winning 5-1 win over City last Sunday, but that was appalling, and it's no disgrace at all to get beaten by Newcastle over 2 legs. They're a good side, but 4-0, some might say that's a bit humbling. Anyway, fair play Newcastle. We'll see you in the final after we batter Spurs tomorrow night.
Oh no, Martinelli's injured. Well, it's a good thing that we spent in January, so we don't have to worry about that. This is what happens when you don't sign anyone. What are you thinking? What were we thinking going into the rest of the season with 1 striker, 2 senior wingers left, and a flipping A-level student who's got his exams next week who can't even dress with the team because he's too young? Are you mad? Of course we get an injury as soon as the transfer window closes. This is on the Cronkies. You killed our season. I don't even know what we're going to do now. Just can't keep playing the same team every single game. You're going to kill them. We are 4-0 down with 30 minutes to go, and guess what we do? We bring on these two, Marino and Sterling, to save the day. I've had enough. I can't watch this anymore. I've seen people blame Declan Rice for this. What is Raya doing here? This is the most suicidal pass I've seen in my life. He set Declan Rice up here. I'm seeing people get onto Declan Rice today. Actually mind-blowing to see effective forwards play football for once, because Isak and Gordon absolutely bullied Gabriel Saliba. Isak, bro, he made Saliba his dog. He made him his pet. He ran him around the pitch. I can't believe it, man. But hey, look, it's not the end of the world. Let the players go to Dubai. Let them get their rest and come back stronger. It's going to be a tough few months. We're going to have to thug it out. Wait till Saka comes back. Hopefully he comes back the same. Man, it's looking peak. This is what Haaland meant.
One content creator says, stay on belay. Swipe by the video. Alexander Isak, he is 1 in a million. What a footballer. Could you imagine Arsenal went out to spend the cash and go out and got him as their centre forward? The difference he would make to their team is absolutely insane. And as a Liverpool fan, I am so glad they did not get him. He absolutely terrorised Arsenal today. And I'm going to do a different video on William Saliba because we need to talk about him. But Isak, the quality that he has, the hold-up play, the goals, the finish for his offside goal was absolutely insane. There was no need to power that into the top corner. Newcastle know they have a gem on their hands, and it's only a matter of time before the big clubs come calling, because he is a world star, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's in Ballon d'Or talk in the next couple of years if he moves to a big club.
Whoever signs Alexander Isak, if he has to leave Newcastle for PSR reasons, or if they don't finish in the Champions League, they will win it all. They will win absolutely every trophy, because you will have the best striker, the most clinical attacker in world football. Unbelievable tonight. Unbelievable. Dogged Saliba all over the gap. Saliba and Gabriel meant to be one of the best centre-back partnerships in the world. He has made them look bang average. He has took the piss out of Saliba the whole game. He has been outstanding. Unlucky with the offside at the start. I mean, it's obviously offside. It's pretty tight, but he's unlucky. It's a great run. But to just be that confident in your striker from this position, he's going to hit it so well from there. Find the top corner of the net, the far top corner every time, and you'd back him to do it. You would back him to do that 9 times out of 10. That is what an elite striker gets you. That is what Arsenal don't have in Kai Havertz. And the hold-up play and just the build-up play for the actual goal is incredible. He bullies Saliba, he gets the ball, he wins the flick on, he makes the run, he beats his man. The attempted finish which hits the bar is outrageous, by the way. Nearly whipping it into the top corner. Suarez-esque like finishing with like ridiculous pace, stupid strength. He is the complete package. He is the most unbelievable 9 in the world right now. I mean, I don't know who gets him. Will Arsenal have the money to buy him? Do Chelsea have the money to buy him? Where else are you going to go? Is he going to leave the British football if he has to leave Newcastle? If they don't got the top 4, I can't see him staying. But wherever he goes, he will win big, big trophies, because that is what wins you trophies. A striker who puts the ball in the back of the net 9 times out of 10.
Arsenal have the most deluded fans in the world right now at this second. The most delusional. I used to think it was United. As Arsenal, I saw someone say something. He said Arsenal have been better than City the last 2 years. City said, you haven't even won a Cardboard Cup the last 2 years, bro. United have been better than you the last 2 years, bro. They got trophies, bro. Ten Hag has a trophy the last 2 years, bro. You're over here losing semifinals, and Arteta has been there for 5 years or something like that, bro. Arsenal, please, bro. It's time to start over again, bro. This projects can't even bring you a cardboard cup anymore, bro. Khalas. It cannot bring you a cardboard cup. It's not bringing you a prem, bro. The day you accept that fact, bro, that fact, that's the day you can start over again, bro. Get you a manager. Go buy Ten Hag, bro. Arsenal, go get Ten Hag, bro. You might win an FA. If you had Ten Hag, you might win an FA. I'm so serious, bro. You might win an FA with Ten Hag, bro. His track record is good. Cardboard than FA. His track record is very good, bro. He wins something, bro. Something, bro.
4-0 is a crazy humbling, by the way. Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0, 4-0 on aggregate. Newcastle through to the final, and Arsenal season over in February. Probably went a little bit big at the weekend, didn't they? Bless them. Used all their energy in that Man City game. They've not scored against Newcastle in 3 games, including tonight. I don't know why they thought they were turning that around. I mean, they had their chances, didn't they? Maybe, just maybe, they should have bought an attacker in January. Just saying. Odegaard misses this chance, and then Newcastle goes straight up the other end and score. William Saliba, that was the biggest stinker I have ever seen him drop. Isak was all over him. They just weren't at it tonight, Arsenal. They looked scared. Newcastle just are their kryptonite, aren't they? Isak was absolutely all over them, especially Saliba. This is unbelievable centre-forward play for the first goal. And he deserved to score that. That is an unbelievable, well, not finish because he didn't score, but that is an unbelievable take on his weak foot there to hit the post. Murphy does the rest. And then the second goal. I mean, Rice wasn't great tonight, but you can't blame him for that for me. Raya puts him in a difficult position. He probably should just go long. Bit naive from Arsenal playing out for the back, would you say? It was the way that Rice was just going around acting like a petulant kid after they were 2-0 down, just going and smashing into everybody. It was very funny tonight. It was very funny. Look, Spurs have got a job to do tomorrow, and I won't be laughing if we go out. But there's always time for an Arsenal hate watch. I don't understand why Waneri didn't start. I really don't. Like, he injected something into that Arsenal front line that wasn't there with Martinelli. He was their best player. Now, I wonder what the excuses would be, though. The ball, what could it be? What could it be? I mean, Newcastle deserved it. 2 great performances over 2 legs. It was done and dusted 60 minutes in. They could just take it easy from there. Unbelievable photo of this for Anthony Gordon. Unbelievable celebration. Arsenal, look, they're too big for the League Cup anyway. They're too big. They've got bigger fish to fry. So, you know, they'll be all right, Arsenal, won't they?
Arsenal have lost 2-0 to Newcastle. And we've lost 4-0 on aggregate. Odegaard, if you scored your chance, brother, we would have been winning 1-0. I would have been 2-1 in the game. But no, you decided because your weak foot is 1 star, you missed. 30 seconds later, Jacob Murphy scored. And it was downhill from there, brother. How did you miss that? Then Trossard missed a big chance. And this game was done, bro, so genuinely. Now, Martinelli is injured. We're down to 4 attackers. We've played Newcastle 3 times, scored 0 goals. Like, how many times do we have to play Newcastle to get a goal? 3 times we played them this season, 0 goals. Brother, but that's criminal, though. They played 5 at the back against us. After being 2-0 up, they played 5 at the back. I can't believe this is some level of sorcery I've never seen. Bro, the atmosphere before the game started, everything like that. We might be cooked. Hey, I'd have to see this team play for 15 days. Just over 2 weeks. Arteta, take them to Dubai now. I need Dubai training, hot weather training now. Fix them up and get ready for the Champions League and the Premier League. That's all I want to see now. We are cooked. Wow.
Netflix Season 27 Carabao Cup Special Edition, where Mikel Arteta gets destroyed, humbled and embarrassed at Newcastle's ground, this time 2-0. So at the Emirates 2-0 and Newcastle's ground 2-0, they lost 4-0. He's gonna go blame the ball again. Oh no! Arteta blames the ball again? It's very different to the Premier League because they just destroyed Humble and Barrows. Manchester City 5-1. They were so focused on Erling Haaland. They kept that focus on Erling Haaland against Newcastle. Another trophyless season for Arsenal where they only care about 2nd place. But it's fine. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Even with Manchester United finishing in 13th, 10th, we're still going to win trophies. We have a bigger mentality than you, Arsenal. Your big mentality is humbling Erling Haaland. Have shame. Man City are most likely to win a trophy than you. Take your time with it.
He's the best. For me, he is the best striker in the league. I know there's debates between him and Haaland. It's close, innit? Let's be honest, it's close. It's probably preference. But for me, Isaac, this guy is ridiculous. Any type of finish, off the ball movement. You talk about quality on the ball, that's not even close. Like, this guy is a magician on the ball. What he done to Saliba today, I've never seen Saliba look that bad, bro. This guy was rattled. He had him on ropes. It's crazy. Two of the top strikers in the world are from Scandinavia, like Norway and Sweden. Like, it's mad. I know they produce Zlatan and that, but Norway weren't really in them discussions back in the day. But now, bro, these two, they're two of the best. If you don't count Mbappe as a striker, for me, this is 1 and 2. If Newcastle were to sell, please, Liverpool, just be in the discussion, because, boy, we cannot... If this guy goes to a rival, if he goes to Arsenal, bro, he automatically changes everything for them. Hopefully we get through tomorrow, though, because, boy, I need us to crash it on him on a big stage for him to realise, listen, Liverpool is the club I need to go to.
William Saliba, Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon. Here are 3 things that we learned from the Arsenal loss against Newcastle. At number 1, after getting dunked on by Erling Haaland on the weekend, William Saliba dropped a monumental stinker for Arsenal against Newcastle today. He was absolutely shocking, and arguably that was his worst performance in an Arsenal shirt that I've ever seen. He was getting twisted and turned by Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon. In possession, he was all over the place, especially when he almost gave the ball to Anthony Gordon, who would have finished the game off there and then. At number 2, Alexander Isak put in a world-class performance for Newcastle once again. He has been putting in shifts in the number 9 role for Newcastle all season long. He scored a fantastic finish, which was given offside, where he smashed it into the top corner. The goal that Jacob Murphy scores is fantastic play from him against William Saliba. He gets through on goal, takes a left-footed shot, hits the post, and it comes out to Murphy, who finished it off. And at number 3, Anthony Gordon put in a fine performance for Newcastle again. He started off the season very shaky, but as soon as he's got his head focused, he has been fantastic. He worked so hard defensively. Offensively, he was definitely in the right positions to finish off his chances, and he could have had a couple against Arsenal today.
Genuinely couldn't care less about what the score is, fam. It's 2-0 as I'm recording right now. I'll be so real. I'm upset. Of course we are. Out the Carabao Cup. Martinelli injury. Guys, we didn't act in the January transfer window. Who's going to play for Martinelli and Ranieri? We're going to risk him if he keeps on playing. If we keep on putting the strain on him. Hey, if he gets injured as well, brother, call the season off, fam. We were genuinely just disgusting today. I'll be real, man. We definitely were not up for this game, bro. We definitely did not believe we could come back today, bro. After the City game, you'd be thinking these guys are pumped, bro. They're flipping pumped. They're gonna come out here and take out Newcastle, fam. They're gonna come and just show some fire, at least, bro. These man, fam, how long did it take for them to get a shot on target, bro? In the last 3 games, fam, including this one, they've beaten us, bro. Badly, bro. It's not looking good at all when it comes to Eddie Howe versus Arteta, fam. What's going on, bro? These men are gonna go to Dubai now, fam. Boy, you better go and train your hardest, warm weather, get rest, whatever you need, because I want you, man, to come back 100% raring to go, fam, and trying to replicate what he did last year, fam. Poor, just poor, man. Oh.
Arsenal got embarrassed 2-0, 4-0 on aggregate. Absolute stinker from the boys. First things first, this man Alexander Isak is better than Erling Haaland. What he did today, he had Saliba in a spin cycle. If it wasn't for him being offside, he would have started off the game with a goal. Actual goal that they scored though, he got the ball under control over Saliba, embarrassed him, turned around, went for a shot, hit the bar, and then the player got it in. Isak once again. And we're just so unlucky with injuries. Martinelli getting injured. This is now, our 3rd attacking player getting injured. We're down to these 4 now as our only attacking options. Pure negligence that we didn't sign somebody in the January transfer window. And we got to talk about Martin Odegaard. Talk to me, guys. What's wrong with Martin Odegaard? He's finishing this season. He scored his first goal versus Man City this week, but he's through on goal, easy opportunity, he misses. Look at the difference. His miss to the time that they scored. Literally a minute separates the two. He could have easily had us 1-0 up. As for Anthony Gordon's goal, you can't blame the ball today. No joke. That was terrible from the goalkeeper. Why did he pass it to Declan Rice in that position? God knows. Saliba and Raya had a rare off night. And Anthony Gordon gets his goal. You got to give it to him. Just what are you thinking passing the ball in this situation? Overall, we just got to go to Dubai and enjoy ourselves. Warm weather training. Forget about this game. We're out the cup. We're out the FA Cup, out the League Cup, and just focus on the league and the Champions League.
That we're flying to Dubai pack. What a treat. Here you go, guys. You've knocked us out of 2 cups in the last 3 weeks. But don't worry, guys. Arsenal were posted out 9th of January. Pressure is a privilege. Really? Really? Okay, cool. Well, since then, 3 days later, you knocked us out to Man United. And now you've knocked us out to Newcastle. 2 more cups in the bin. Sack him tonight. Take his credit card off of him, company card, cancel his flight, give it to Airport Albert. Notice we ain't seen the set piece coach recently. Where's the set piece coach? Oh, is that because we ain't scored off a set piece? Every time we used to get a set piece, they used to do this. The cameras used to do this. We'll zoom in.